Hi folks, welcome to Testing Hacks. Today we will see another SDLC model which is spiral model. Okay. The spiral model is similar to incremental model, okay, with more emphasis placed on risk analysis. As the name suggests, the spiral, we will see the diagram, okay. So spiral is how this looks like, right? Which goes on like this ring. Okay. The spiral model has four phases. One is planning, risk analysis, engineering, evaluation. So these are the four different phases of spiral model. The spiral model repeatedly passes through these phases in iterations. The baseline spiral starts from a planning phase, requirements are gathered and risks is assessed. Okay, each subsequent spiral builds a baseline spiral. So what does it mean? As we saw that there are four different phases, we will go through one by one so we will get a better understanding. So the first, when we see the diagram, right, the very first what happens, planning happens, that is the planning phase, and next is the risk analysis phase. Okay, so where the risk will be assessed, and next is engineering phase. Okay, and then evaluation phase. So these are the four different phases. What we will do in the planning stage, then requirements are gathered. The very first thing is during the planning, we will gather all the requirements. Okay, and then the risk analysis is done. So what the risk analysis is done? Suppose say if it is a scientific product which they are going to build. In that case, the risk cannot be identified initially. That requires some prototyping to be done, and then only we can see how it looks like and what and all the steps can be taken, right? That is why in risk analysis, a prototyping will be produced. And in the engineering phase, both the coding will happen as well as the testing will happen. So once that is done, again an evaluation happens, wherein the customer will give the evaluation or their feedback. So these are the four stages which goes on. Okay, so one circle is done. In after that circle, another circle will, that will be taken up, which is like a incremental. So after one of the thing, after planning, risk analysis, engineering, evaluation, again a new sprint will be taken, another spiral will be taken. So this is what the spiral model is. So we have already seen what is planning phase, right? Requirements are gathered during this phase. Requirements like BRS, SRS are collected. So what is BRS and SRS? So BRS stands for business requirement specification. SRS stands for system requirement specification. So these are the general definition. Make a note of it. Okay. Okay. Once this is done, risk analysis. We have already discussed about it, but still we will see what and all the things we will do again. Okay. In the risk phase, analysis phase, a process is undertaken to identify risk and alternate solution. So if there is some sort of risk, another measure can be taken which can prevent that risk, or else they can take some kind of actions, right? A prototype is produced at the end of the risk analysis phase. So as we have mentioned, a prototype, a dummy model will be produced. If any risk is found during the risk analysis, then alternate solutions are suggested and implemented. Okay. So in engineering phase, the software will be developed, and then the testing will be done in this phase. Evaluation, wherein the customer gives the feedback. Okay. So when it comes to advantages of a spiral model, so high amount of risks, hence avoidance of risk is enhanced. Okay. So as we have already mentioned about it, so when the risk will come, if the software project or whatever the project you're developing, okay, so if that has certain risk, and also when the during the development phase, if the requirement is not clear, in that case the require, that will lead to the kind of risk. In that case, it is best suitable model. So since the risk analysis will be done here, so we can avoid the risk coming in future. Good for large and mission critical projects. Okay, strong approval and documentation control. Since all the this happens, all the things will be monitored by the customer, so that is actually a good thing. Additional functionality can be added at the later date, because this is a spiral model, right? Each of the phases will happen in a spiral way, in an incremental order. Software is produced early in the software life cycle. So the dummy project will be produced, and then again the real development will happen in that way. Disadvantage of the spiral model: can be costly model to use. So it is little costly, as we have seen that a prototype will be produced and then the development happens, but and also the risk analysis should be done. So all this requires little manpower. Okay, they have to employ a lot of people, right? So risk analysis requires highly specific expertise. And also, simply we cannot identify the risks, right? An expertise people, suppose say I gave an example of scientific application, right? So in that case we cannot generally identify it, right? They are the people who are expertise in that can only identify such kind of critical risks. Mm. And then project success is highly dependent on risk analysis phase, right? So we have already mentioned about it. So this is how what the advantage and disadvantage. So we got to know when to use this: whenever a software is having a complex modules as well as where the risk is involved. Okay, in that case we will use the spiral model. Okay, so this is about the spiral model. So if you have any questions, please do comment it out, and then please do share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.